was pretty good last season.
My Reno Paladin, thank you. It was terrible, but thank you.
Didn't it get you to Legend?
No, that was
Secret Paladin.
That was Challenger, Mysterious Challenger Paladin.
Oh.
The deck that anyone can
take it back.
My dog could have got to Legend with Mysterious Paladin. Mysterious Challenger Paladin.
Okay. Fair play. Well, looks like we are going to get this mulligan underway, and it's going to be Shaman versus Mage once again from Eden.
Hasn't
Tabitha has
already
won with
It's
Shaman.
okay. There's no rules here, guys. This is a
Advent,
safe
please.
space. If you win with Shaman, you can come and play Shaman again.
So it looks like we're not playing Conquest. We are just playing.
We're playing YOLO deck time.
Whatever you want to win with.
We're going to play best of
It's like
5.
Last Hero Standing, except you can change your deck for the second game. We'll just go with it.
Okay, well, we're rolling with it, and it's going to be mad.
Maybe Eden has said he wants to redeem himself and actually play Yogg-Saron on this
Eden's
turn.
actually also playing Mage again. So
yeah, I just realised it's both
decided
sides.
that-
So
No, that's fine.
Hey,
the format develops.
It's fun.
The meta
it's fun.
has changed.
Fun Friday, right? If you want to play
Fireside Friday.
Fireside Friday. If you want to play Shaman twice in a row, if you want to play Mage twice in a row, hey,
you play Shaman twice.
yeah, you be whatever your spirit tells you to be. You know.
We just want these players to be themselves.
And believe it or not, we are going to have both novice engineers possibly played.
I don't know.
It's the only thing that
Coin
makes sense.
Lightning Storm. It's always tempting.
See, Tabitha should be standing up and shouting about her invention right now.
Just so you know, that's
Asking if people like it.
that's my golden novice engineer right there.
Nice.
So the ping obviously helping.
Nice.
I mean, I would have been tempted to play Sorcerer's Apprentice there and just run the novice, just trade
What,
the
as in
1/1
play
for
the piece
1/1?
of music, Sorcerer's Apprentice?
No, not that. Just the actual card in the game.
I love how you know that the sort of the music to that. I would have no clue.
Who doesn't know the music to Fantasia?
Me.
apparently everyone but me. There you go.
Not the best totem to roll, just the 1/1. It does mean the ping can come into effect once again. But the Tunnel Trog will be left on board. But is there any overload cards? So she could Lightning Storm this board. Buff up that Tunnel Trog. I think that's a fine play.
I think that's fine. She could even Totem Golem coin Lightning Storm and have a really beefy Tunnel Trog on board, which would actually be pretty effective at applying pressure.
You've got two annoying threats that basically Eden has to deal with, and there'll be no board remaining for Eden. But the thing is, you're kind of committing a lot to that play as well. Lightning Storm could be a very important card later on in this series. So
of course,
we'll have to see. Looks like going to trade away, and I'd assume that means no Lightning Storm will come out. And actually, Master of Evolution. Not 100%. Not 100% sure I agree with that.
I always like to get more value out of Master of Evolution. I feel really horrid evolving a 1-drop because you know that you're never going to get an amazing result out of the 2-drop, and actually you could get that Doomsayer, which could really bite you. So
the thing is, as well, Tunnel Trog has pretty over-average stats for a 1-drop anyway, and you can buff them higher. It's the same with like Totem Golem. You don't really want to evolve that because the odds are whatever you evolve into, the stats aren't going to be better. You know.
So you missed the Flame Waker doing his job. He got 1 hit on that Master of Evolution, which means that next turn he can just ping.
Well done, Flame Waker.
Yes.
Good job, friend.
It's always good when the Flame Waker does do his job. But Eden's turn next turn.
That's not a bad totem.
That is
to
a
roll,
very,
though.
very nice totem, bearing in mind you're against ping. That's
I mean,
very
he wouldn't have
useful.
been able to ping anyway just because of the mana.
well.
But she's going to go for the evolve.
Double
gonna go for the
legendary.
double
evolve. And actually, that's not the greatest. The minion she ended up with there.
That's Caldara Drake, right? Doesn't that mean that you can use your hero power as many times as you want in one turn? Or is that
No. Yes.
Yes. So she could spam totems and then just drop a 0 mana thing from below.
Yeah.
So she's not going to actually have. Eden's not going to have any beasts, so that card becomes pretty irrelevant. Not the best 3-drop to get. But yeah,
you could technically
you
can roll 3 totems here and get a 0 mana thing from below. If Caldara Drake has that interaction with Shaman, which I assume it does. Oh no, wait, he's got overload. What am I talking about? There is overload. I am a silly goose.
It's fine. So she can roll another totem.
But she can still get the thing from below.
yeah.
Aha.
So actually, the evolve
It all worked out
kind of
nicely.
working. I mean, the Cold Light Seer wasn't great. I mean, the 2/3.
I mean, in the greater scheme of things, you get to just deal with the 2/2, so it's not the end of the world. It's just straight on board value in terms of its stats. It works out. So
It feels like a
come out.
nice flame strike turn though for Eden.
Yeah.
I mean, he does leave. It would leave a 5-1 on board, but
5-1 ping next turn.
yeah, I think that board is too scary right now, especially when you know Bloodlust is in this deck. You've definitely got to be concerned about that. He does know that both evolves have been used now. He played this deck earlier, so he knows what's in there.
And also he can count, and you can only
Of
have 2
course.
of it in the deck. Oh, I assume he can count.
Bloodlust wouldn't have quite been lethal, I don't think. I think it would have been 2 or 3 off. So it would have got him very close. But the Flame Strike was the correct play.
Yep, and just Novice Engineer to draw some more cards,
There you go,
Into
the
the
Eternal Sentinel.
which obviously gets rid of Overload, but she doesn't have any Overload right now. I tell you what, a healing totem would have been perfect there.
Absolutely.
Do you just play this now, this 2-drop, just to get more board presence, or are you worried about those?
I would. I mean, realistically, at this
You
point,
just saw Flame
how,
Strike.
how much are you wanting to avoid overload at this point in time? You've got a lot of mana to spare. It's a lot better in the earlier turns when you've made a swing play and then have it, and then can sort of get back with the tempo with using the Sentinel. So
Yeah. Again, not the best 3-drop.
Well, a 0 mana thing from below is definitely going to be a pretty nice turn, along with Fire Elemental could deal with the 4-2.
I don't mind Fire Elemental and Rockbiter to deal with the 5/5 and then maybe use Thing from below.
Yeah. That 4-2 just seems ugly to leave on board, though.
Yeah, but it means that he has to expend a ping at least to deal with your Thing from below at that point.
Alternatively, you could go for Lightning Storm. You could roll for a Spell Totem, Lightning Storm. Well, you don't even need to roll for a Spell Totem, actually. You can Lightning Storm, use Rockbiter,
It's already there.
and drop... Oh yeah, it is already there. It's already on my screen. So, already get that guaranteed 3 damage. It's going to go for the Fire Elemental, though. See, she has gone to take out the 4-2, which does leave that thing from below vulnerable. It means it will just trade off. So I think I preferred your play there, Keenan.
Thanks, mate. That means a lot.
Well, it looks like Ethereal Conjurer is going to be the card. Pyroblast and Effigy, apparently the only 2
The only 2 cards
spells.
Ethereal Conjurer will ever give you is Pyroblast.
Plus 1 random. But the Pyroblast is going to be selected, so looks like we're going ham on this one.
I think he's thinking he's on a clock here.
I would
lost
say
ball control.
Frostbolt ping the Fire Elemental, right?
Yep.
Or
you
even
are
just-
worried about that health totem being rolled next turn, which obviously becomes a little bit awkward. But you've got the Arcane Missiles in hand that can...
Novice
do some
Engineer is
damage.
fine as well.
Cabalist Tome.
It's not awful.
Tome?
Tome.
Cabalist Tomb, that would be a really grim card.
It sounds good. It's a card I'm going to design. I'll send it to you.
How
You
is
just
that?
have
About
like a crypt on it.
summons 3 dead mage characters that you played this game.
So she's got the Tunnel Trog with the Lightning Storm. Obviously, she can buff that Tunnel Trog, and then she can use the Eternal to get rid of the Overload. And I guess Tabitha just wants as much board presence as she can, and she knows that Bloodlust is in her deck, and that's pretty much her win condition right now.
Hovering over Rockbiting Face to deal with the Conjurer, I'm not sure you want to take 6 damage to face against this mage. There's a whole lot of burn available.
Yeah, but realistically, sitting at 18 still isn't an awful level to be at. I wouldn't mind seeing just Cabalist Tome.
Yeah, see what you get.
Yeah.
See if you get any real AoE clear. Instead, he's going to give the Arcane Missiles, see if he can get lucky. Yeah,
that is
perfect.
lucky right there. Yeah. Definitely came out with a good result. And that means Ethereal Conjurer becomes a little bit more of an attractive play.
Well, no Pyroblast or Effigy this time.
I'm disappointed.
I think Blizzard is a solid choice. I mean,
It deals with most of the totems, right? So,
Exactly. And that's the way Tabitha is going to win this game, by just getting board presence, and the Blizzard will just shut that down. And it's looking looking at the weak minions in Tabitha's hand, it's looking better and better for Eden, really. Especially with that Pyroblast being as kind of an end game option as well.
I think the major thing about kind of why Eden is looking ahead here is Tabitha has run out of evolves, and that's kind of what this entire deck pivoted around. That was essentially the win condition, but Lightning Storm will be more than enough to deal with that Conjurer.
Not only has she run out of evolve, but she's run out of cards as well. Whereas Eden's obviously got the Cabalist Tome to just provide more and more cards.
And let's just remember as well, at any point now, Eden could just drop a Yogg Saron if he happens to top deck it, which is always going to be a good way to regain control of the... Oh, I say regain control of the game. It can go either way. It can go either way.
So Flamecaller into Blizzard can clear the board, but he may just opt to save that Blizzard.
I mean, and Blizzard and Ping would have cleared the board, right? But he's obviously not trying to clear the board totally at this point.
More board removal with the Flame Strike as well, and this is looking very ugly for Tabitha. She does get the Manatide Totem, so she is able to get some card draw, maybe draw into something that may help her, but at the moment, yeah, this is looking pretty ugly.
Yeah, it's just a lack of cards at this point. And obviously, like I said, Munch pointed it out, this is an evolved deck. You blew both your evolves right at the start, didn't win the game off it, so now you're kind of struggling to have any kind of impact. There's no late game hitting minions here. The top cost of a minion for this deck is 6 mana. You're supposed to evolve things from them.
Flame Wreath Faceless off the top.
Could have done with that about 6 turns ago.
It's not really going to help now with no board presence. Definitely with answers in the hand of Eden as well, with Polymorph.
And didn't even have to use his actual board clear spells. He still has Blizzard, he still has Flame Strike, so... it's not a good one. And with a Polymorph there to immediately answer the 7/7.
There's another Manatide. Draw more cards, but...
I mean...
I think this is pretty much all she wrote. I don't see even a 1% for Tabitha winning this game right now.
No, the issue is that all of her threats have gone, right? So both Thing from Below's are on, both Fire Elementals have gone, she's used both Evolves.
And eventually she's going to draw into a Bloodlust with a bear
What
board.
I'm banking on right now,
go on then.
The way Tabitha wins this game is Eden top decks Yogg Saron,
decides he wants to play it,
screams YOLO to the wind, and then kills himself with Yogg Saron.
Do you often scream YOLO to the wind when you play Yogg Saron?
I do.
Okay, that's fine.
I open my window, get my industrial fan going in case it's not a windy
Fist
day.
of Jiraxxus, so more damage to the face if he wants it once he's cleared the board. I think polymorphing the Flame Wreath Faceless is probably a strong play here. Almost like he heard me.
Explosive Trap's not half bad for Tabitha at this point in time.
It's not going to win you the game, though.
No, but it's not.
When we said all threats are gone, but obviously the Fire Elemental is a pretty big body, and it can do some damage.
But we know that Tabitha's got the answers, and even over 2 turns, she can practically clear any board with both Blizzard and Flame Strike. So
Eden has the answers.
That's what I meant. Yeah, I'm just blurring the names of one at this point.
Wait, hold on. Are we getting this completely wrong? Is Eden playing Shaman right now, and it's just flipped and reversed?
I really hope not. That would be...
No, Eden's been the bottom the whole time.
Just because that highlight there. It's just
except for I'm watching the screen and Tabitha's playing the Mage.
Yeah.
So the overlays are the wrong way round. So we've been casting this entire game.
Whole game. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a series on our hands.
Cheers, ESL. I love you guys.
Okay, well.
Rank 25 casters. Just get these guys in now.
So it's actually Tabitha who's in the command.
So Tabitha's winning this game. Tabitha is the Mage.
So we are playing Conquest.
I've got to say, I did see some of Eden's reactions to cards and him just not looking happy enough, and I didn't really get. I just thought he was like this stalwart, like poker-faced player, but
I'm not gonna lie, the overlay is confusing.
So Tabitha's currently winning this game as Mage, just to let everyone know. If you are as confused as we were.
The game is upside down compared to the overlay.
I like the
Doomhammer. Doomhammer might be able to swing this game because Eden is... Tabitha is running out of cards. And does she have... is there 2 Cabalist tomes in the deck? Did you put 1 or 2 in?
Yeah.
Okay. Kinnan.
I would assume it's 2.
I was thinking, actually, sorry. I put 1 Cabalist tome in the deck, I think. I was trying to think in my head, have we actually just casted the entire series the wrong way around?
I feel like we may have, yeah. I feel like we may have.
No, because Tabitha definitely won that Shaman mirror. I think.
Did she, though? Because this would answer the fact that they've played their decks that they've already won.
No, yeah, well, it explains that. We know that.
So why have they swapped over halfway through the series?
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. We've cast it backwards the entire time, which is why they played...
this entire game, but not the entire series.
Why? The cameras and things haven't changed.
I don't know.
This is some
I think
top
we need,
quality
yeah,
Hearthstone
it is.
broadcasting
It's the
going
best
on.
Because it
Broadcasting
explains the fact that they're playing decks that they've already won on.
Yes,
doesn't
in this game, but it does mean that Tabitha did win that Shaman
it?
mirror.
Oh wait, no, yeah, that doesn't explain anything.
Basically,
I
we
think
got baited and switched.
We did get baited.
We got
and
baited
switched,
and switched
but
halfway
we've
through.
recovered. We can move on. Tabitha is looking like she might be able to find her way back into this series.
No, this would be Eden trying to find his way back.
No.
Yeah, because he's the Shaman.
No, into the series.
Oh, I was gonna say.
We'll get there eventually. She's got the Pyroblast, obviously, which can do 10 damage to face.
I think that's the best answer right now, and then
Really, I would.
pray for Yogg.
You could.
I would probably just Pyroblast the 7/7.
Would you?
Yeah, I just because if you don't, you're dead to Bloodlust, right? Not quite. That'd be 17 damage. You're one off dead to Bloodlust, and he just needs 1 damage from somewhere.
I suppose.
I guess that's you know that the threats left in the deck are very little, so maybe the Pyroblast may be worth using on this 7/7.
I think you Pyroblast the 7/7.
She's thinking about it. She's saying, or does she even consider just going face and hoping that she draws? No. Okay, don't consider that. That's not going to help. Yeah, just get rid of that 7/7. I think that's probably the best play on offer. She's got the Flame Strike in hand to deal with the board, and Eden's just running out of things to kind of play here.
I don't think he is. I think he's all right. I mean, obviously it's weak to Flame Strike in a lot of the stuff, but like he has got things to play.
Yes, but they're all very small minions, except probably Fire Elemental.
But obviously we know that Tabitha's got Flame Strike, so at least 2 out of 3 of the cards in his hands are just going to get annihilated on a singular turn.
If he does opt to play
I think
Wolves as well,
yeah, I think hold on to the Wolves.
You've got to be worried about that. Well, no, because he's already seen a Flame Strike be played. That Flame Strike
Yeah.
came from
But then
Tabitha's
if you're hovering, if you're watching cards and you've watched the cards in Tabitha's hands, well, the audience member went for it. You have to go for it
I
now.
almost had a heart attack.
Please play Yogg-Saron. I mean, Flame Strike is the better play, but I want to see the Yogg-Saron anyway.
Come on, Tabitha.
Oh
I think
she's taking it seriously.
This is the serious play. We saw what happened
Alright,
last game. We
Flame
saw how
Strike.
Eden finished the game.
If we don't
Tabitha's
see
not
Yogg-Saron
gonna
this game,
It will be next turn if she doesn't draw anything good.
even if she does draw something good, I want to see Yogg-Saron next turn. I want that to be the game.
I think it might have to be.
It might have to be, right? If this is Feral, if he goes all in on Feral Wolves and Flame Tongue.
All I know is there is a man in the front of the crowd that really wants to see this Yogg-Saron as much as we do. So I think Tabitha should do it. You should play to your crowd. Come on, excite us.
So he's going to go for.
Yes, I heard someone from the back.
He's going to go for Doomhammer, which means if nothing happens to his board, he's going to go for Doomhammer. He only took 1 hit with a Doomhammer. I'm not sure why that happened.
Yogg-Saron,
But
here we go.
Yogg-Saron!
Let's see what comes out here.
Shadow Word Death.
Oh no,
Yogg-Saron. Well, you get a free roaring touch.
That's not bad.
A bunch of 1/1s.
Curse of Rafam.
Well, they're all going to die to Doom in a bit anyway, I'm sure.
Oh, he buffs the Flame Tongue.
Sprint into more cards. How many
Sprint
cards has she
Cushy.
got left? Into just more and more damage.
Ice
Ice Block
okay.
is great.
Commanding Shout's not going to do much.
Draws a card. Executes
Execute
nothing. Siphon Souls. One of her own minions.
Hey, more health.
Pyroblast. Her own. Oh no.
But he
These 1/1s
survives.
have ruined everything.
Power shot.
The power shot's
Lightning
okay.
bolt. Lightning bolt.
Do the 6/3.
Oh. They can't die though because
Hey,
of commanding
that
shot.
was a pretty good. Now she can use that Roaring Torch to clear the 6/3 as well.
What the hell?
That was a pretty good.
That
use.
was-
That was a pretty
alright.
good Yogg-Saron.
It
See, I
didn't end the
told
game,
you.
but look at her hand. She is cushy down. That's a good position to be in. And
Well-
with the ice block,
She's got 12 damage from hand with Roaring Torch and Fireball, and she's got a lot already on board. So she should be able to win, and unless obviously Feral Spirit's likely going to come down here, so she doesn't know that. But she can win next turn based on the damage that she's got,
Yogg-Saron is going to win this game. It's what we wanted.
and she's got Ice Block. So I think Eden has to be really careful if he is going to be searching for lethal. He has to be at least suspect that Ice Block could be a thing.
So he is just going to take out some of these 1/1s.
Hey, Tabitha just wins. She's got ping and double fireballs.
That
basically.
she does.
yeah, that's a
So
good point.
after the whole game, we thought Eden was the mage. It Turns out Tabitha was the mage, and she's about to win this game and take this series to 2-2. We are going to a game 5.
At least we were right that the mage was winning.
We were right.
So there's that.
Hey.
But there we go. Yoxeron does actually take the game. Yoxeron definitely the reason that one swung around.
Casters officially ranked